Do you want to take your wooting from sounding like this to sounding like this? In today's video, I'll show you how to do it using Keyboardman's Modding Kit, which is dedicated to the Wooting ATHE. The sample you see here was provided to me for free for review, but all opinions are my own. The set I have here is the foam plus white POM plate. It's supposed to give the thockiest and softest sound. When you first open the package, the number of items inside might feel a bit overwhelming. It did for me at first, but I'll guide you through the whole process. First, let's disassemble the keyboard. We'll start with the keycaps. Then it's up to you whether you want to remove the switches as well or unscrew the case. I did the latter. You will need to gently pull the two pieces of the case apart as they are held together with clips. After you're done, you'll need to unplug the cable connecting the PCB to the USB port. Be sure to do it gently as it's the easiest way to damage your board. We'll start by modding the bottom case, since I think it's very easy to do. First, take out the foam that's included with the keyboard. Then take the small pre-cut pieces of foam that will help you fill the small cavities in the bottom case. They're labeled L for the left side, R for the right side, and U for upper part. You can insert them with your fingers, or if you find it troublesome, use the included pincers. After you've filled all the cavities, you can install the top foam, which will fill the space between the screw mounts. It's straightforward, and I believe you can do it without separating the two pieces, something I mistakenly did myself. Next, you can decide how to mount the bottom film. You can either glue it to the case, as I did, or glue it to the foam. Finally, add the foam and you're done with the bottom part. Next, let's unscrew the PCB and the mounting plate, which has silicone foam in between. As you can see, I still have my switches installed. I found that removing the switches by hand caused less damage than using a switch removal tool, but if you're worried about doing it this way, I suggest removing them right after taking off the keycaps. Once the switches are out, install the spacers included in the box. It's fairly easy, just place the screws on the bottom side and spacers on the top, then use your fingers to tighten it. After all the spacers are installed, you can attach the film and/or the foam depending on the sound you're aiming for. I did both. Now add the foam on top and secure it with the positioning plate included in the package. Screw everything together, but be sure not to apply too much force, you don't want to damage the PCB. After that, you can also apply the film to the back of the PCB if you wish. Finally, if you want a softer typing experience, you can add the gasket foam, it's totally up to you. After you're done, reconnect the PCB to the USB connector and screw the cases back together. Once that's done, you can reinstall your switches and keycaps. Let's do a sound comparison of before and after so you can hear the effect for yourself. For me, the sound of the keyboard after making all the modifications is much better. It sounds softer yet deeper, eliminating most of the echo inside the case. If you don't like the sound of this mod, there are other options available on the website that will make your keyboard sound more medium or high-pitched, depending on your preference. If you're having trouble the first time you try this, there's also a video on the kit's page that will help you identify which piece goes where and how to install everything. Of course, you can also just rewatch this video. Overall, I really enjoyed the whole process. Everything is pre-cut for easy installation and clearly labeled, which makes it less confusing. Sure, you can do some of those mods yourself, but if you're lazy like me, this is a great alternative. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks to Keyboardman for sending the sample unit, and I'll see you in the next one.